back to my house. We're going to talk about how to do holiday shows. This is the time of the year, like people are wanting the automatic wine bottle opener, and obviously it's one of the 60% off items this month. Offering the wine, cheese, and chocolate show, like Laura said, is a great way. But extending through December, you can offer some holiday parties where it's going to be easy appetizers, decadent desserts, something simple and easy. And kind of, you want to market it that when you put up your decorations after Thanksgiving and your house looks perfect, isn't it a shame that almost nobody ever sees your beautiful decorations? So use me as an excuse to invite your friends over. And I have just a fun way, like I have that F for Friday up there. You want to kind of F your show. Make it fun. Use fresh ideas.
Marie, I have to bleep you out now.
I'm just saying, if you remember this is a good way to remember it. That you want your parties to be fun. You want it to include family and friends. You want it to have food. You want to have fresh ideas. And you want people to know that they can get something for free. And if you remember that, even if it's a joke in your mind, that will help you to know how to say it at your parties. So, as you saw, I'm sorry it's all gone. I'm not sorry that it's all gone. I'm glad you liked it. We took veggie pizza, cool veggie pizza, which is a standard old recipe from Pampered Chef. It really shows how wonderful things cook when they're on a baking stone. And baking stones transform your oven into a brick-lined oven. So instead of spending $20,000 on having a restaurant-quality brick oven, you could spend $30 and buy yourself a stone that can duplicate the same results. And in fact, for all of you that do cookie baking, the #1 best cookies, as reported by the Culinary Institute, were cookies that were baked on a baking stone with a piece of parchment paper on it. They baked the best cookies. The second best cookies were baked on a stone without the parchment paper. And then they went into some other kinds of cookie sheets and stuff that worked. So it's great, interactive, and I used a ton of products. First of all, I'm old school and love my food chopper. So everything that was green, my broccoli and my celery, were chopped up with the food chopper. We were able to use the close and cut for slicing those cherry tomatoes in half really fast. I used the spiralizer without any blades in it for the cucumber to kind of make my cucumber strands of like garland. I used both the spaghetti blade to make the really fine shred of carrots to look really pretty on there. So obviously you could also do a snow with our veggie stripper of cauliflower to make it look like snow on the top with the cauliflower. And then if you have a yellow pepper, you can do like the star on the top. The other thing is the 5 appetizers. You saw Laura just do that beautiful bruschetta dip in the bowl. You can also do, Pampered Chef has a couple versions of a really easy brie recipe with a crostini around it. Yeah. If you're somebody with a large round stone, you don't have the new bowl yet, it looks beautiful here with the brie in the center and then all the French bread in a circle around it. The whole thing goes in the oven. It's done in like 15 minutes. It's a great appetizer. Now, when people come into a party, recently I was using the wine bottle markers, the wine pens, and had everybody write their name or write a message on their wine glass or beverage glass as they walked into the house. They could choose their color, they wrote their name. Now, as they were holding their drinks, I could see what their name was, so I can remember Marcy. And I would be calling you out by name, and you're thinking, God, she's got a good memory. Actually, you've got your wine glass in your hand, and I'm going, that's Marcy. Or where's Marcy, you know? And I always start my shows with a toast to my host. So we were able to use the electric wine bottle opener. I put the aerator in. Now, if red wine is on sale, I highly recommend buying a couple bottles of inexpensive red wine and bring it as a hostess gift to your shows with a little bow. And then you can be sure that you have a bottle of red wine to show the aerator and your wine bottle opener and your wine pens and wine. And it's a great little gift as well. So people wrote that on there. Now, I had you, as you walked in the door, this idea was from Kim Gant, for people to write their first name, what they would be bringing to the holiday meal. If for Thanksgiving and you're invited to the family gathering, what will you be bringing? You'll have people who will say wine. You'll have people who will say turkey. Where's Lisa Ford? The Jell-O pretzel salad, right? And what'd you say about your family?
They won't let me not bring it.
They won't let you not bring it. So it's going to stir conversations at your party, but then you're also going to be saying, now you have to chop up those pretzels. Do you already have a food chopper? And you're going to talk about and customize what products we have that will help that guest get that dish on the table, plus cause conversation to be centered, because as you're talking to people, you go, oh, you make stuffing. How do you make your stuffing, or whatever? And it's going to refocus the show back onto creating a holiday meal. I also say a little something that I do at my shows is I will say, I want you to picture when you were a child, Thanksgiving meal at your mom's house or grandma's house. Think about the smells and the tastes that happen. Probably all of us are thinking and visualizing something about your grandmother's grandma's ravioli. Anybody else have something that popped into your mind?
Oh my gosh.
Chestnuts, the turkey, the smell of the turkey.
Stuffing, yes.
Stuffing. Yeah, I could almost do Thanksgiving with just stuffing without the turkey. You know, we want to create memories for our families.
Heather loves all your ideas.
Oh, thanks, Heather.
Kathleen says hello.
Oh, hi, Kathleen. So we want to create memories for our kids. What is the next generation going to say when they think back to Thanksgiving that we're having, and what are some of the family things? Patty, can you get in here? Look at what my grandkids gave me for my birthday.
You know what? It's funny. I didn't know what that thing was. What is it?
It is for so that my grandkids can come up and help me cook.
Oh.
So they can stand
Do we
here and
sell
they
that,
won't fall
Marie?
off. We don't sell that. And if you're a short grandma and you need
Oh
something
my
in the
God.
cabinet, you
I
can also use it like
love
that.
that. I had no idea what it was.
So,
I thought it was kind of strange.
so we want to create memories for the next generation, and I think it's really important because they say it's not so important what's on the table. What's the most important is who's around it. And Pampered Chef really encourages people around the kitchen table. We encourage family meal times, and we can make a difference in this world one meal at a time. And you can save time and save money when you're cooking fresh food at home. Remember those S. Fresh food, fresh fast food.
Fresh
And
home.
fresh fast food at home. And really those fresh ideas, those little tips. So if I was using garlic, I might say to people, like if I was using that garlic press, about how the garlic really infuses when you're using the garlic press, because it minces that garlic, and that flavor is going to be really enhanced because of how finely it's chopped.
Aww.
But if I keep my garlic whole
You
and I
should
put it
sell
in a soup, it sweetens up. And if you've ever had baked garlic on a piece of bread, it's not bitter or sweet. Now, when you go to shop for garlic, you shop for garlic like you shop for men's underwear. Whitey-tighty. You want that head, that bulb of
You're
garlic.
amusing everybody out there, Marie. I'm just saying.
You want it to be firm and not falling apart, okay? Now, a couple other, like we use fresh, we use apples, like in the taffy apple stuff. And I will teach people that, you know, when you're at the grocery store and you're looking for an apple, do you know the secret to tell if it's a fresh apple?
Yes.
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 You want the bottom to be closed. If it's open, that
Yay.
means that it's hot.
Yeah, the blossom end of an
Ellington
apple.
Boyce just joined us.
Hi, Ellington. The bottom of the
LOL,
apple,
righty
the
tighty.
blossom end should be fully shut.
Crap.
That's a fresh apple. If it's open, it's an older apple. And the same thing, do you know the difference between male and female peppers and which is for which? Female peppers have how many bumps? 4 bumps. Just think women have more bumps, okay? Male peppers have 3 bumps. Now, women are naturally sweeter, okay? That's how you're going to remember it. Women are naturally sweeter. So if you're doing a vegetable tray, okay, so if you're doing a vegetable tray and you're going to be eating the pepper raw,
Ellington says hi.
your, hi Ellington, you superstar. You had a wonderful month.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. 5 recruits this month. We should be Facebook Living you.
Yeah. Yay.
Female peppers are best to eat raw, right, because they are sweeter. Male peppers are better to maybe cook with, and they're more cooking peppers. So not that nobody's ever going to put you in food jail if you use the wrong pepper. Now, this is funny but true. When you're shopping for lemons or limes, here's a trick you will never forget.
Uh-oh.
When you're
Do I
shopping
have to
for
bleep this?
lemons, avoid the ones with big nipples. You want smooth skin, no big nipples. Okay, this is why. You guys are laughing, but if it has a thick nipple, yeah, you can say a thick nose.
Big nose.
But they're gonna laugh if you say. Well, I'm looking for the little nipple lemons. No, it's because that is an indication. That's an indication of how much rind there is. So you're thicker on the end means that it's thicker throughout, so there's less fruit, there's more rind. And that's just, it's one of those like little tips that once you know it, you'll be able to glance and pull out the one that you want out of the bin.
Finding out which ones are the sweetest. Elaine Canby.
Which one, the sweetest peppers are the female
No, I think,
peppers.
were you just talking about lemon? I don't know which ones
Oh,
you were
lemons,
talking
it's just how much fruit versus rind.
Okay.
And then you can also get a little more juice. Then you're going to feel it, and you can get more juice by rolling it as well, or microwaving it for a couple seconds. Okay, moving on. Every holiday party that I do, I encourage to have the after-dinner drink bar. Now, I do this myself in my own home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's simply having a carafe of coffee, a carafe of hot chocolate. You can have your Baileys, your Amaretto, your, Frangelica, whatever. And then you're going to, right now with our whipped cream maker, you can even add a splash of peppermint extract to this. This is the normal one with vanilla and powdered sugar. Then people would pour their adult coffee. So they're going to pour this in here.
Adult coffee.
Adult coffee.
And don't notice the Frangelico standing right next to that. We're not drinking at this meeting.
So we could do a splash of whatever. You can do the whipped cream. Now, you can have a food chopper. Now if you wanted to put this in the decorated set, that would be great. The food chopper for peppermint candies, like your candy canes. Your rotary grater can either have just plain chocolate in it. I actually have a Snickers bar in here. And if you want to have like peppermint sticks, cinnamon sticks to go with that. So there I am with my adult coffee bar for following your holiday parties. It's a really easy way to just make something festive at a show. So happy holidays, everybody. Yay! Cheese.
Okay.
Cheese.
We'll be back, everybody.